All right, guys, Jim and Julie have been on the road for about 2 months in their Ford Transit, and they had to stop by the shop to get one more little job done, and I pinned them down for a tour so that you can see how they're living life with 4 dogs, husband and wife, in a van, and everyone is still alive.
Hey, hi, I'm Julie.
And I'm Jim.
And we're the Crazy Dog People. We have a 2023 Transit 350 high roof extended length. I retired in March. March.
And I retired November 1st.
And we decided that we wanted to travel the country and see our friends and just be able to visit without staying in hotels. So the van had some electrical components to it, but it was pretty quick that we realized it was not going to be what we needed. So we were lucky enough to see a post about Jonnie on Facebook, and got a hold of her and came down and visited, and we're super impressed with the quality of her builds. Our build revolves around our 4 dogs. We have a 5-year-old male Rottweiler. His name is Huey, and Huey's custom built aluminum crate is down underneath our bed. And then we also have 3 cardigan corgis, Monroe, Bonnie, and Cat. And we have their crates underneath the bench seat, also custom aluminum. And we felt like we needed a pretty good sized refrigerator, in part because we feed some raw food. And because we like to eat. So the build, we just worked with Jonnie and kind of looked at potential layouts and figured out what worked best. And it's definitely tight with the 4 dogs, but we've been on the road for about 2.5 months, and we've been making everything work. We knew that we're going to need quite a bit of storage, just with all of the dog supplies and supplies for us. So Jonnie built us these nice cabinets that go over the bench seat here, and then also over the bed and in the kitchen area. We decided that we needed a little bit more room for some clothing, so we installed a curtain rod with baskets over my side of the bed. That way when I get up, I don't have to hit my head. and give us a little bit of extra room that we needed, and stuff that we can, a place that we can get to our clothes and other items really quickly.
All right, for the kitchen build, we put in a nice deep stainless steel sink. One, obviously, to do your dishes, but the other one is we wanted a sink deep enough to wash our hair. The build, because of the dogs, wasn't enough room to put an indoor shower. We do have an outdoor shower, but we wanted to be able to do our hair in this sink if we needed to. And then we had a biggest galley we could extending out into the opening. Jonnie added an extra flip-up table that if we're using the swivel seat, it makes a good spot to eat. For cooking, we actually decided on a GE convection microwave air fryer oven all-in-one. It's worked really well. It's AC only, but it's done every cooking need we need, including making some pretty good small pizzas. So that works really good. For the fridge, we went with the Isotherm 195 with dual compressor units, one for the freezer, one for the refrigerator. It's AC or DC. We've actually just unplugged it for the AC side, and we're running it on the more efficient DC side. It's really probably one of the bigger fridges in a van build. And then we did have some storage room up on top. So we put a little bit of things we store on top, but we leave room behind it and along the bedside and back of it to vent the fridge. And then supplying water for all this, we have a 30-gallon fresh tank. It's on the passenger side underneath the bed, over the wheel well, built for the Transit. And then we have a gray tank that's on the driver's side underneath that holds 15-gallon. So it works really good. Jonnie gave us a switch up front here, one for the pump, one for the drain valve for the gray tank. And then our water heater is a 4-gallon Bosch electric water heater only. And super simple. The light switch goes down, that means it's off. The water heater switch goes down, that means it's off. So if we want to turn the water heater on, simple one button. We've noticed in about 10 minutes we've got a good amount of water to wash our hair or do the dishes or whatever we need it for. So yeah, that's the kitchen. We do have storage above, mostly for food items. A couple of cabinets down below the microwave that work really good. One for silverware, miscellaneous stuff. The other one's a pretty deep storage for, we put a combination of food and other items in for that area. And then a nice big cabinet underneath the sink area where we actually keep ready to grab dog food in a container and some other various water jugs that we have for filtered water, which Jonnie put in a filter. We filter the water, put it in buckets, and then pour it into the dog bowls. So we use different camp water, and we always want to filter it before we give it to the dogs. Easier on their stomach. But and then she built a really nice cabinet underneath this fridge that actually doubles as a step stool to get up into the bed, but also has really good storage underneath. And we typically keep our dishes, plates, bowls, and things like that under that. So that is our kitchen.
Okay, so for our bed area, we decided to go with a short queen. So our width is 60 inches, our length is 70 inches. We're both side sleepers, and so that works really good. Even Jim is able to stretch out a couple times a night, and it's very comfortable. We went with a mattress from custommattressfactory.com. It's a 7-inch thick mattress, and we love it. It's actually as comfortable, if not more comfortable, than the mattress that we have in our home. And so that has worked out really good. No issues on sleeping. Jonnie was able to put another sleeping space in the bench seat above the dogs. We have an adult son who Mom would love to have still go on vacation. Although it may or may not happen. He is 6'6", and so this bench is 86 inches long. And so if he ever gets to go on vacation with us, there's going to be a spot for Hunter to be able to sleep. We had a friend of mine make the bench cushions, and they're 4-inch foam. Super, super comfortable. I've actually fallen asleep on this as well.
All right, for our electrical system, we first thought we were going to do a Blue Eddy 200 max, and we decided to go ahead and change our minds and go to a 300 max. We have 3 of the lithium batteries, 3000, the B3000s, or the 3000s. Are they B300? I think they're called B300, but they have a little over 3,000 and some change, maybe 3,072 watt hours each. So we have about 9,200 plus watt hours that we have for electrical. We have a 30 amp plug-in that we have for the side for our air conditioner, and then we also have the normal 110 charging of the Blue Eddy system itself on the outside of the van. We do also have a 2,000 watt inverter that we can use and do a charge while we drive. With our single alternator Transit, we can charge at about 750 watt hours, or whatever watts per hour. And then we also have 400 watts of solar on the roof. So when we're riding down the road, it's not uncommon on a sunny day. We'll bring in about 950. And typically with just our fridge and we have a couple of Sirocco fans for the dogs we keep running, and the fridge, or even the Max Air fan, we're usually never pulling over 150, so we're gaining charge as we drive.
Okay. So for the dogs, the temperature is a really, really big concern. the Rottweiler gets hot very quickly, and so we had to make sure that we had a really well-functioning air conditioner. So we've got the Dometic Penguin 2. We've actually had it down to about 58 degrees in the van. Along with the air conditioner, we have the Max Air fan, and both of those work really well just based on the temperature outside. We like to keep it about 65 to 68 degrees in here. For maintaining the temperature and watching the temperature, we have the Necto temperature monitor. So it monitors both the temperature and the humidity, and it will also tell us if we have lost AC power at any time. So definitely recommend that. I had a Waggle in the past and was not happy with the Waggle. The Necto connects very easily to cell phone signal, and very, very few places that has not worked. So definitely recommend having some type of a temperature monitor system if you have pets, and just keep making sure that you keep them safe.
How about heat?
The heater, we actually were kind of back and forth on whether or not we were going to use the heater, but we decided that when it gets down into 30s, we might like some heat. So we've installed a velvet. Had some issues with the velvet, and so we've got now the upgraded model that is a Bluetooth model, and we're going to be testing that out a little bit more today and tonight, but so far it seems to be working well. So everybody in van life wants to know about a toilet, and I was pretty worried about that, being a 50-something lady. And the Ogo has worked out so well. Super easy, super convenient, and it's stayed clean.
Or, yeah, so we just use magnets here, hook up lanterns, extra cords, hoses, bike locks, our actual hose. And then up here, Julie mounted cell phone holders on each side right by the chargers, so at night we just slip them in there. And then, yeah, put all the other storage hangers on the doors.